In this video I would like to talk about the Windows installation for Mojo. Actually, I finally got it done, but it's not as easy as they describe on the website. So let me talk about a few issues that might arise. And it is not really obvious, but Mojo currently runs on a Windows machine here. This is a Windows 10 computer running on a ThinkPad, and there is something that is called features that can be enabled or disabled. And if you want to run Mojo on Windows, you need to enable the Windows subsystem for Linux. It should be listed somewhere here inside of the Windows features window, and that is called WSL. And what I have done actually is I have opened the Microsoft Store. And here you can see I have looked up WSL, and it turned out that there is an actual application in the store that you can install. I have first installed this one, and afterwards I have installed the Ubuntu runtime here. And it took me a while until I noticed that it is not possible to do that on a virtual machine in VirtualBox, because this runtime environment here actually requires that you have enabled the virtual machine support in your BIOS, and that didn't work with VirtualBox, so I needed a real Windows machine to get that up and running. You might still run into issues, because the very first time you start this Ubuntu app, it usually should say that it installs some components. But in some cases, you still get the error message that WSL is not activated correctly. And I don't know if this really was the thing that solved my problem. And I think it was this command here that I have used yesterday to actually get the Windows subsystem for Linux to start. I do remember it was a dism command, and it was something with enable and no restart. And then I had to uninstall Ubuntu and do a reinstallation. And once you have that one up and running, you can install Mojo like described on the website, but I had to create a virtual environment, activate it, go to the Mojo website, copy this curl command here, paste it here with the virtual environment being activated, and then I could actually install it. The next step was to install Visual Studio Code. It is this one. And when I had that up and running, I went to extensions and installed these three extensions here: the Jupyter Key Map, the WSL Windows Subsystem for Linux extension, and the official Mojo language support extension from Modular. And guess what? Finally, I'm able to run my files by pressing the play button here. It says hello you, so let's add something in the code here. Press the play button again, and now it says hello there. Oh, one more thing you need to know is when you click on this little arrow here, you need to select the debug Mojo file experimental version. And you might also get a question which kernel you want to use. There was a little pop-up here saying something like, you now need to install the Mojo package or something like that. All in all, it was not an easy install, so I'm happy that it runs. I hope this was helpful for you. And that's about it for this video. I will see you in the next one.